Hello guys, this is your friend the great lobbyist back again with some amazing reviews. I hope you're having a great start of the year, and today we have here something which was launched a few weeks back. I'm sorry for a little delay in posting this up. We have the Redmi Note 8 Pro. I'm sure you must have seen the review that I did for Redmi Note 8 and which was launched alongside with the Pro a few weeks back. This is the Note 8 Pro. The one we have here is in Mercury Grey with 6 GB RAM and 128 GB ROM. That's what it says on the box, and we're gonna check out what's there inside it. Now, Redmi has always come out with some really interesting products. Its focus has always been on good quality products. They look a little bit plasticky sometimes, but I think it's for the kind of price that they ask for it, and for what it packs inside that frame is what matters the most to most of our readers and viewers and most of the people who use this product. And today we have the Redmi Note 8 Pro. Let's start with looking inside the box. There you go. Well, it's an amazing looking piece. I say it's very impressive. Let's get rid of these stickies on the back. Let's see if we can get this out. Here you go, guys. So here is Redmi Note 8 Pro quad AI cam, 64 megapixels, which is pretty powerful, I must say, which means really high definition stuff. Well, we've got the volume toggles and the on-off switch on one side, and we've got the SIM and memory card tray on the other. We've got USB-C type charging cable and the speaker at the bottom with the headphone jack at the bottom as well. And on top we've got infrared cable like the ones we saw in the Note 8, which makes it easier for you to control your TVs and the infrared remote. It can play as an infrared remote for you. A beautiful looking piece, I must say. The color is pretty nice. Looks a bit plasticky. It is plastic, but what's there on top and what's there inside is what matters the most. We've got here is a 6.53 inch full HD display, which means 2340 by 1080 pixels resolution, which is amazing. It's got as we can see, it's got a water drop notch on the cutout for the front camera, very narrow bezel towards the end, which makes it pretty beautiful. This it is supposed to have 91.4% screen to body ratio, which is pretty awesome. Not many phones in this budget range or in the range of Note 8 Pro can claim something like that. Because of the full HD display, it makes it very amazing especially when you're watching videos which are 4K videos, and when you're playing games, which makes it a perfect viewing experience. While we talk about the product, I'm gonna just turn this on for it to see how it looks like inside. In the meantime, this beauty has Gorilla Glass 5 front and the back both. The back looks a bit plasticky, as we said earlier. But yes, Gorilla Glass 5 simply means it is going to be a bit more safer if you're a bit clumsy and tend to drop your phone and keep it in your pocket with your keys at the same time. Plus, on top of the Gorilla Glass 5, it does have P2I nano coating for protection against usual splash of water, which means don't dip it in it, but yes, it can withstand a little bit of drizzle of rain or accidental splashes while you're having liquids. Well, inside this beautiful piece is a MediaTek Helio G90T chipset, which is technically a mobile gaming processor, which is quite amazing. I think which simply shows that how Redmi and as a brand, and Redmi as a product, and Xiaomi as a brand is focusing on the gamers and the gaming capabilities of their devices. Well, with Helio with Helio G90T, it is pretty decent way to look at it, that yes, they are very serious about it, and it's on a 12 nm architecture, which means this can actually support octa-core CPU and G76 MC4 GPU speed of up to 800 megahertz, which is pretty amazing. With these two, the graphic processor and the CPU, combining them together means it uses 34% less battery than its predecessors, which makes it good. Which means more battery, it lasts long, and with the new charging, fast charging, which means it can charge. It should be able to charge the phone in about an hour or so. Makes it quite interesting for the users. This does come in 3 different configurations. The one we have here is with 6 GB RAM and 128 GB storage, but it also comes in 6 GB RAM and a 64 GB variant, and a little higher version of it, which is 8 GB RAM and 128 GB storage. It depends on where you're buying it. The variants will vary in different markets where you purchase it from. Inside it has got a dedicated micro SD slot, which can take up to 512 GB, which means if you want to spend that kind of money and get a 512 GB micro SD card, it can hold up 2 SIMs, which is perfectly fine. That means you've got a walking computer in your hand. The system runs on MIUI, which is MIUI 10, which is on top of Android 9.0, and which can be easily upgraded to MIUI 11, which is the latest version of the Mi interface on its devices. Another beautiful things which this piece is packed. Now I've reset it, of course, and to show you how the beginning interface looks like. It also has Amazon Alexa integration inside, built in, which means not just you can say, hey Google, to find the information that you seek. You can also say, Alexa, to play your favorite song, which is quite interesting, and it's something unique for trying to give a little bit of a run for money for other smart home devices. Integration into your phone is what the brand tends to achieve. It packs a 4500 mega ampere battery and as I said, 18 watt fast charging, which is pretty good. I think on a full charge, when I used it for a couple of days before resetting it and putting it back in the box for this video, it took about an hour to recharge, a little over an hour. The battery did last an aggressive usage of a full day, a little over a full day. Which is not too bad at all. Well, before we set it up and see what's inside, I want to talk a little bit more about the camera. Now, when we say 64 megapixel AI camera and with a quad cam support, with quad cam, it makes it literally a camera powerhouse. Means ultra clear pictures can be shot on it. I've added some of the pictures towards the end of the video, which were shot on this camera, and you can tell I've shot them in different using different features, because the camera has ultra wide angle lens which can go up to 120 degrees, and it's got f2.2 aperture. It also has a 2 megapixel macro lens in case you want to shoot things somewhere very close with great details. Again, some more pictures towards the end on the macro as well. Another thing that I've posted on, which I'll leave it on for you, that you can leave it in the comments to decide, is how do you find the night shots. I've taken a few shots in the night using the night mode. Do tell me how do you feel about them, and I would like to see some comments on it, and then let you guys be the judge of what the night scope looks like. Another beautiful thing that I enjoyed working with is the 10x zoom, digital zoom it packs in with a camera, which makes it quite user-friendly, especially when you're trying to shoot something a little bit far away. The zoom works pretty nicely. You have to hold your hand a little bit more steadier than taking regular pictures when you're using the zoom. But apart from that, I think the clarity was pretty amazing. Of course, you can't expect a DSLR quality, but for a mobile phone with a 64 megapixel camera, a 10x zoom does a really decent job. From the video perspective of it, it can shoot 4K. It can shoot in 4K. which is quite nice, and it also has an ultra slow motion, which can shoot 96 frames per second in a slow motion video. When it comes to the front side of it, it has a 20 megapixel front camera, which is pretty amazing. The selfies are pretty great. Of course, the standard Android build, which has been customized for MIUI 10 and 11, is the beauty mode. Takes care of a lot of those things when taking a selfie. It does have a portrait mode, which means the focus stays on you and not the things around you when you're taking a selfie, or even using the regular camera. The 64 meg, not the 64 meg, the regular camera. Cam setup does help give it some points. I think my thought on this would be, yes, it's a great looking phone, a solid upgrade from the Redmi Note 7. As I spoke to some of the friends that I have who use Note 7, it's a substantial upgrade from that. And so to sum it up, I think with the quad cam and fast charging and HDR display, beautiful new design, quality of finish, and a dedicated micro SD card slot, it makes it a perfect phone for the people who love taking pictures and taking pictures and videos, specifically one of those aspiring bloggers and influencers who want to take those beautiful shots using some of the gimbals, or just while traveling. It's one of those phones that you don't mind using it for. A great phone. Let me just take a quick break and set this up for you to have a quick look on how the inside looks like once it's all set up. So don't go anywhere and continue watching. Hey guys, I'm back here and we're digging deep. I just wanted to quickly go inside and see. As you can see, it's got pre-installed MIUI, which is version 10, which can be easily upgraded to version 11 when it comes out, or if it's not already out. 128 GB storage. As you can see, we're going to go with a little bit more details, seeing how the MIUI will perform in this environment, and everything else pretty looks good. It's got everything that a phone would need. One of the things that I wanted to specifically show you, some of the things. One of the things was that it comes pre-installed with Facebook and Netflix, which shows a great integration with the third parties, not the typical junk apps that come in. The MIUI tools are pretty user-friendly. The screen recorder has been included instead of third-party software. The scanner, has been included in it, which again gets you away from those third-party apps that you would want to download when you're taking when you're trying to scan some documents using the phone camera. It comes with everything Google has to offer, of course, as a part of it. One of the things that I wanted to specifically talk about is the camera. So I really want to let me just turn this around so that you guys can see it more clearly. Let's start with the extreme left. It's got the slow motion option with 960 frames per second, which is technically ultra slow to do things. And then of course you can adjust those settings right here. Right next to it is an option to do a short video, which means in case you are looking at just recording a few seconds, you don't need to just stand it and you don't want to bother about turning the recording off. This will do it for you. I think it records a little less than a minute of a video on a short video option. Then you got the video option. As we said, it can record a full HD 30 frames per second. Then you got a photo option, which is the standard one, where you have all the variants on top, where all the settings on top, from moving from HDR on off to the AI and to the beauty and other settings around. Then you got the 64 megapixel, which is absolutely stunning. And I'm looking at this some of the pictures that you will see after this are going to be a great reflection of what this camera can do. Then of course you have the portrait mode, which means whether you're using the front camera or the rear one, this is a beautiful option, specifically with the rear camera. it keeps the focus on, and it gives you a beautiful finish of photo, and it gives you something like what you would see in a movie that shot. Then you got the night mode, of course, taking pictures in the dark. Again, that is one area I've not commented on. I really want you guys to tell me how you feel about it, and what does it mean to you. Then of course the standard panorama mode. Another thing that I really enjoyed playing with when testing this phone was the Pro mode. Let me just put it down. Now Pro mode of course has the option by default setting of everything is set on auto. The VB, the F, the S, and the ISO. I really don't know what those things mean. But what got me interested was the extreme right option here, which is a setting of wide lens, which has already been set up. Then you got the macro option right here. Let me just lift it up just for you to see it a little bit more closely. And the ultra wide angle. This is where where you're able to do those group pictures when you got about 50 people standing and you want to take a picture. This really does help with 120-degree spread, along with the processor, and the screen size in the full HDR screen. I absolutely loved the picture qualities. I think that was one of the best experiences I had using this phone. Is there a downside to it? Yes. For me, I think the only thing was a little plasticky finish at the back. This could have been done better. A little better finish would definitely add a little bit more value to the product in terms of the look and feel of it. But apart from that, for the price of about $300, this is less than $300, $250 or something. It is a steal for a phone. Well, this is amazing, and thank you very much for watching this. And if you really like the video, please do like it, share it, subscribe and follow on our social media pages. And today I want to run this by you is the more you share, more people you share with, leave your comments on our YouTube channel and Facebook and on Instagram. We are offering a chance to win this phone, the one I'm holding. I'm going to pack it right back up, reset it, and you have the chance to win a Redmi Note 8 Pro, which is 6GB RAM and 128GB storage. All you have to do is press that like button on the video, and subscribe to our channel and leave a comment, good or bad. I'll take it as a positive criticism and makes me do better videos next time. Please do share your thoughts and comments, not just on the product but also on the quality of video and what more information you would like to receive. Same thing with Instagram and on our Facebook page as well. If you're watching it on Facebook, please do like and follow us on, like the video, share the video with your friends, and leave a comment and get a chance to win this beautiful phone. Well, this is your friend, the Great Lobbyist, signing off, and I'll see you again very soon with my next video. Have a good one.